So we have two enlarged photographs on opposite sides of the walls here, and they were chosen very intentionally because I feel that they really convey a lot in this one still image. So this photograph was taken in 1891 at the old Coney Island Racetrack, which was also called Sheepshead Bay Racetrack, the Coney Island Jockey Club up in New York. But what we see here is it's 1891. It's still, comparatively speaking, a good period of opportunity for black jockeys. We're about at least 5 years or so before a lot of them start to feel mounting pressures and decide to take a stab at racing overseas. So this is, again, very much in the height of sort of the glory days. And what I love about this shot is that, well, one, we've got Hall of Famers, kind of a lot of Hall of Famers here in this shot, but, we've got Tony Hamilton, we've got Isaac Murphy, we have Shelby Pike Barnes, another Kentuckian top rider in North America in 1888 and 1889. We've got Willie Sims, first black jockey, well, actually the only black jockey to win what is now every leg of the Triple Crown. In his case, he won some of the legs more than once. And then we've got Isaac Murphy with really an unparalleled winning percentage over his entire career. Not quite, but about half the time he was in the saddle, and about 3/4 of the time he was in the saddle, he won. So about half the time he's in the saddle, he wins. About 3/4 of the time he's in the saddle, he finishes in the money. That's what I meant to say. So we've got Isaac Murphy. He had really probably his closest rival, Snapper Garrison. These two were in some pretty epic match races, especially with Salvatore and Tenney rivalry. And Snapper's got his hand on Isaac's shoulder. We have a lot of what I think in the body language is, a sense of camaraderie in this picture of what really are just, this is not a team. I mean, these are individual competitors. So they were all rivals with each other, but they got together to do something that really wasn't terribly common at the time. Come on out from the quarters and let's have your picture taken. Okay, let's do that. So in this, what wouldn't have been the most comfortable kind of setting, this is the picture that we have. And I don't feel that there's anything uncomfortable about this at all. I feel that we've got black jockeys fairly well integrated, just even physically, in this group. And the body language suggests a bit of a brotherhood. That's not to say that there wasn't racism or discrimination. That's not what it's to say at all. But I want to use this image and that sense of brotherhood or camaraderie and compare it to this image. So this image is taken by the same turf photographer at the autumn meet in 1908 of the Westchester Racing Association, also in New York. And I feel like, again, we've got that. We've got touching. We've got maybe that same sense of brotherhood or camaraderie, but only on this side of the shot. So to me, this is noticeably different from what I'm seeing over there. The other really noticeably different thing is that we only have one black jockey in this shot versus the several scattered throughout that shot. Jimmy Lee, this shot was taken in 1908. He really was the last black jockey to get mounts and to win in some of these most prestigious races. And he was doing this about 5 to 10 years beyond the point after which a lot of black jockeys would have left the saddle entirely because, they were really systemically pushed out. Jimmy Lee, like I said, he wasn't just getting mounts. In 1906, he wins the Latonia Derby. In 1907, he wins the Kentucky Oaks. And in 1908, he wins the Travers Stakes. One day in June of 1907, he swept the entire card at Churchill Downs. And he set records at that old Kentucky Association track that were never broken, but that track closed in 1933. He set records at Churchill Downs that weren't broken if they were broken, until the late 70s. So really quite a powerhouse in Jimmy Lee. And when folks ask, how was he able to do that when it seemed like no one else could? I don't really have an answer for them. All we know is that he did it.